What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Mad Regin, aka Tom here, coming back to you again with another banger of a video. It's Mojo Monday, so you know we're gonna be here reacting and watching to our favorite internet list makers, Watch Mojo. Topic of the day, top 10 monsters in Yugi Muto's deck. The main protagonist, the main character, the guy whose name is on the show itself, Yugi. So, if I have to make a prediction for what I believe is going to be the top monster on there, which should be number 1, is the Dark Magician. It's iconic, it's helped him out in a lot of situations, and I just don't see how any other card could outbeat it. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I have it tatted on me, right there as you see, the Millennium Eye. Well, not the Millennium Eye, but the Millennium Puzzle. My apology for the little mishap right there, but the Millennium Puzzle gets the Pharaoh's power out there. I mean, I love it. I love this show. I think it's amazing, and hey, as we always say, folks, let's get to the video.
The king of games is only as good as his best cards. I'm Ashley with Watch Mojo, and these are the top
What up,
10
Ash?
monsters in Yugi Muto's deck.
And look at the sweet prize I won.
For this list,
Cold
we'll be
moment,
ranking the most
cold
powerful
moment.
and iconic monsters wielded by Yugi, and by extension, the Pharaoh Atom and Yami. Yugi
Ooh! Hey, for the simple fact that he has Icky from Metabots, that's awesome. Alright, Ash, let's get this.
1,000 points! And as an added bonus, he can't be destroyed in battle.
Crazy card.
Number 10, Magician of Black Chaos.
Okay.
Off this list is
Alright,
the
not bad,
spell
not bad.
Yugi defeat Pegasus once and for all. The Magician of Black Chaos, a darker, sleeker, and
So, if Magician of Black Chaos is number 10, if I have to guess anybody else besides the Dark Magician, I could probably see maybe Gaia, the Fierce Knight, Karibo, of course. I feel like I guess you would have to add the Egyptian gods if they're including Yami Yugi involved with this list, because if so, then yeah, it's top 10 monsters in Yugi's deck, so it has to be in there then, if that's the case. But Dark Magician is still number 1, regardless of what anybody says. It has to be number 1.
But not before his final courageous act set the stage for the greatest magician in all of Duel Monsters. And with the Magician of Black Chaos, I will avenge my fallen friend.
I mean, it is a strong card.
a ritual monster
And
with
it was used in a
the
couple of
concept
different
at the
times.
time. This sorcerer packs a wallet with
The triple Magician Blast?
and
Yeah.
its unstoppable Chaos Scepter Blast attack. More than enough to put an end to
Ooh.
Pegasus' Shadow Duel and win the Duelist Kingdom tournament.
Still a good duel.
Attack, Magician, with Chaos Scepter Blast!
Number 9, Gandora, the Dragon of Destruction.
That's kind of like a stinky pick, because like if you think about it though, that card only made one appearance. All right, it made 2 appearances throughout the show, but I mean the ability's cool, but I don't think it should be in the top 10. Like if you're taking out one of the iconic cards like Gaia or anything like that, like if Gaia doesn't make the list and Gandora does, like I might have an issue here just because of the simple fact that Gandora only made 2 appearances. Guy's been there basically throughout the whole series, and he's been in his deck. But, or Big Shield Ganda. Yeah, Big Shield Ganda. Yeah, because Big Shield was used a bunch of times since Battle City ever since. But, I don't know. Gandora, though, just because it was used towards the end, like, its ability is awesome that it can basically blow up and banish all your opponent's monsters by giving up life points, but I don't know. To me, I wouldn't put it as a top 10.
Viewed in the final season, but when Gandora made its epic debut, it did not disappoint.
I mean, it did it, but
Along with being fierce to look at, Gandora has the destructive ability to destroy and banish any of the monsters.
But Magician,
in
but
exchange for
the
half
Mag-
its
but
life points. It then sends itself to the graveyard after finishing its grisly task. whether by
I don't
clearing
know.
the playing field
I
or
know.
the
I feel like this
monster
should have been number
itself,
10. A Magician of
Gandora
Dark
definitely
Chaos or
lives
Black
up to its
Chaos
title of
should have
Tyranny
been
of Destruction,
higher.
and it earns extra points for triggering the event that helped Yugi defeat Yami Bakura once and for all.
I mean, yes, but at the same time, though, 2 appearances, there's still other cards I would put ahead of it. That's just me being picky.
Number 8, Summon Skull. Back in
Summon Skull's not in the top 5. There better be some fire or some heat that's going to be ahead of them because, listen, you're going to tell me Summon Skull is bottom tier of this list? We better get some bangers coming through. Like, there's got to be Dark Magician has to be number 1. I'm still saying Dark Magician's number 1. And like I said, if it's Yami Yugi is involved with this too, because like he's technically part of Yugi, then the Egyptian God cards, Dark Magician Girl, Karibo, Gaia should be in there. Celtic Guardian's kind of iconic. I mean, at least in the first season, I would say. Maybe the second season too, because he is used in the virtual world a little bit. But Summon Skull though, number 8, it's top 5 for me at least.
monsters on a whim, Yugi could easily dish out this demonic.
Well, and it had 6 stars. It's only 1 sacrifice compared to everybody else who's 2 with that's a strong, powerful creature.
It can fry anything in its path, as Weevil Underwood and the Paradox brothers learned the hard way. When the
Facts.
stakes are even
And then, yep,
higher,
Black Skull Dragon.
You now face
Listen to that music too. Oh, and Joey's accent.
it was always in Yugi's deck whenever he needed an electrifying ace up his sleeve.
True.
Number 7, Valkyrion, the Magna Warrior.
Okay.
Yugi's new monster cards.
Valkyria is not bad. It definitely should be on the list. Because he definitely used them throughout since the Battle City introduction.
But when Yugi tributes all 3, they come together to form the combatant with 3 times the power. Valkyrion, the Magna
Great duel,
Warrior.
by the way. Loomis and Umbra versus Yugi and Kaiba.
Valkyrion, the Magna Warrior!
Yugi can always tribute Valkyrion to bring his Magnet Warriors back.
Valkyrion,
Which is nuts. You would get 3 creatures right off the back then. Right here, I was just about to say, here is the prime example. Because now there's special summon that's 2,000 damage. Says there's 3 of them, and boom. He beat all the Egyptian God cards with just
Number
those
6,
3.
Exodia, the Forbidden.
Okay, so I didn't include Exodia in this list because technically it's his grandpa's deck. I mean, I guess his whole deck is grandpa's deck if you think about it, but to me, and he made it into his own, but to me, Exodia, I don't know, I kind of overshadowed it because Exodia was only relevant for 3, maybe 4 episodes, meaning he was used in 1 and then he was shipped off from the sea because Yugi had a smooth brain play and basically said, here, Weevil, you can look at my cards. And then he says, like, say goodbye to Exodia! And then just goes into the ocean.
One. As if Yugi wasn't called a cheater enough.
He did smack. He did smack Kaiba, though, and humbled him. He humbled Kaiba.
Exodia, it's not possible.
Exodia, obliterate!
It makes me so mad that he gave those cards to Weevil to look at. Like, if I saw this man say, hey, can I take your best cards real quick? Can I just check them out? I literally would be like, no. Especially not my rare cards. Here, you want to go see a baby dragon? Here you go. Oh, you want to go see a Celtic Guardian? Okay, here you go. Not Exodia. Come on, man. I know Yugi is such a humble protagonist, but come on. Think about it. Look at the man. I want to trust him with a 5-foot pole. Look at him. He don't even look like you should trust him.
While he can't one-hit KO opponents with the Forbidden One anymore,
Fair enough.
Yugi can still
Because he owned the card he knew. And he got red eyes from that.
No! My
Number 5, Buster Blader. Another contender of Yugi's during the
Okay. So summon Skull being lower. Alright. Buster Blader. I can't believe I forgot about Buster Blader. Buster Blader is so cool though. Plus fusing with Dark Magician. Crazy. To make Dark Paladin. Craziness.
So naturally, this card would be Seto Kaiba's worst nightmare, considering his blue eyes fetish.
Straight facts, because if you think about it, Buster Blader is basically the fairy type to Kaiba's dragon types. It's so bad. Like they gave Yugi such a neutralizing card that could go up against his dragons, which is awesome. Anyways,
Its power only grows when it fuses with its partner, Yugi's
Dark Paladin. Yes, sir.
Dark Paladin.
And that card wrecked Kaiba's world.
Yugi land a spot in the Battle City Finals by wiping out Kaiba's Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Facts. So good.
Number 4, Karibo.
So if Karibo is 4, so it's either Gaia, Dark Magician Girl, Celtic Guardian, I can see, but like Dark Magician is still has to be number 1. You have the Egyptian gods. Like I don't know, it's tough. It's tough. The Egyptian god card pick has to be basically based off of if they're including Yami into this, because Yami really uses the Egyptian god cards, but based off of this list, like they're including both of them as one. So, and the Pharaoh's name is Atem, but if that's being included, then definitely I can see the Egyptian god cards. One of the next 3 here, just for the simple fact that like he has. Are they gonna include all 3? If they're just doing Slifer, like, because like Slifer is more iconic than him using all 3. Because it was Pyramid of Light and I guess the final arc, honestly. Because like any other time, you only get to see him use Slifer, and then he had the dragons, which was Tobias, and then he had all the rest of them because Joey and Kaiba gave it to him. But I just do not see I just don't see how you don't put Gaia on this list. Like, Gaia, like, there's 4 names I can name off that should be on this list, and there's only 3 spots left. I guess you can include 5, I guess, because, like, I really do believe Celtic Guardian could have been on this list. Top 10 Moto's deck, like, it played a big role all the way up to, like, basically the quarterfinals of the Battle City. But Celtic Guardian, Gaia, Dark Magician Girl, Slifer, and Dark Magician. Silent Swordsman. Silent Swordsman, I can see also being part of that too, because of just the impact, and I can tell they're going throughout the whole series, so I could see that. But yeah, it definitely should be Dark Magician. Dark Magician has to be. Anything else doesn't really matter at this point.
In a way, Karibo is almost like an extension of little Yugi himself.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
Ready for a fight, even with the odds against him.
It's a good description.
Number 3, Dark Magician Girl.
Okay. So now that I see this, and now you got to think to yourself, what is Yugi's top 2 cards in his deck? So it could either go, obviously, Dark Magician, or it could be Slifer, because those 2 cards literally go hand in hand, and I don't see any other cards kind of touching it. Like, even as much as I like Gaia and Celtic Guardian, I just don't see those 2 being on the same level, because Dark Magician is the ace, and Slifer is just an Egyptian god, and it's just way overpowered. Now, if they're including all 3 Egyptian god cards, I still think Dark Magician should be number 1, but there's a good case to make an argument for all 3 Egyptian god cards to take the number 1 spot. But Dark Magician should be number 1, 110%. And every girl loved the cosplayer. Ragnarok. So satisfying.
To add twice the magical firepower helps that she is pretty much the reincarnation of Atom's childhood friend Mana, who
AKA Taya.
Great sorcerer. Number 2, the Egyptian god.
Like I said, I can see it. Now, if Dark Magician is not number 1, we have issues then.
Cards. Behold, 3 of the most powerful monsters in Duel Monsters history.
I mean, very true.
The whole Battle City arc. Slifer
Yep.
Sky Dragon, Obelisk the Tormentor, and the Winged Dragon of Ra.
Facts.
Played all 3 Egyptian gods at once.
Yep. And the real test begins.
The true test will now begin.
Such a good 5-part duel. Ooh! See, this was my favorite art style, the Pyramidal Light art style. Look how nice it looks. Look how crazy it looks. That's better than Dark Side of the Dimension, apparent to me. Dark Paladin? I mean, alright. Who I think should have been on the list. I would have said Silent Swordsman, but that's me though. Celtic Guardian, let's go. And Gaia, yep. Just some cards to name.
Number 1, Dark Magician.
Watch Mojo, you did good. You did good. Iconic, big impact is great.
But it consistently remains the
Pyramidal Light again.
that commands respect.
Oh no, that was Battle City. Never mind. Clean out, clean animation. Alright, Reggie Nation. Not a bad list. Not a bad list at all. We were correct on the number 1 pick, which was Dark Magician, which made the list a lot better. I didn't care too much for Gandora and Exodia being on the list. I would have loved to see Gaia, Blackluster Soldier, or even Celtic Guardian on that list itself, or even Silent Swordman. The only complaint besides that, I would say, would definitely have to be just the rankings where they are. Like, I would have put, personally, Buster Blader ahead of Karibo just because of the impact that it has and in the game. Like, Karibo's iconic, but Buster Blader, he's just that guy. But, you know, gotta give our ratings here like we do at the end of every video. I give this a solid 4 out of 5, just for the simple fact that card placement for the rankings could have been different, in my opinion, and no Gandora and Exodia. Replace them with Blackluster Soldier, Celtic Guardian, and also Gaia the Fierce Knight. Besides that though, pretty solid video. Can't complain too much about Watch Mojo. They didn't do us dirty this time. But hey, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to be part of the greatest nation on YouTube, the Reggie Nation, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss on any more great content coming to you your way through this channel. Hey, and also don't forget to leave a comment down below. I love seeing the comment section. I would love to just keep on reading, making sure that, you know, whatever you guys want to suggest for me to react to, or any ideas to make my content better, I'd be more than happy to listen. I'm all about seeing this channel grow, because it's not just about me, it's about all of us here. That's why we're a nation. And as always, folks, keep it Reggie.